So, ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ. Hello UK. Basically, the idea came from Harpreet Paji, and I was at his house and I was talking about my daily routine as a filmmaker. I'm always on social media, and you get used to use the digital devices a lot more as compared to a normal person. And he spoke to me about how Gurbani has already explained those things, and my mind was just like, wow, we need to bring this together, and we need to document it for the rest of the world. And you can imagine, like when you look at things like how easy now we have ChatGPT. When we had this film made up, there was no ChatGPT. You can feel like how easy is it for us to ask an AI, like, tell me a story or tell me a joke, rather than going to the person in your family to have a conversation. So we've lost the touch, and that's pretty much the inspiration.
To start with, I never knew we were making this documentary, and it's totally unscripted. I thought like we were actually making. He said, like, when I told him the idea, it was just a table talk, and he said like, oh, let's make a movie out of it. And I was thinking, oh, a lot of people come like him to me and they say we'll make a movie and we'll forget about it. So I was never even thinking that I'm going to be the anchor in this sort of thing. But I think that sort of the idea persisted in his mind, and it took him 6 months to book a location. And he said like, oh, be ready tomorrow and we're going to have the shoot. I'm like, what shoot? I've never been in the movies. I'm not a kind of guy like who would have felt that I'm the one who's going to sitting in front of the camera and then talking these things. And believe me, he's done a really amazing job, because when the guys put the cameras left, right, center of me, I was actually literally sweating, because I had never been in front of camera. And he said like, oh, let's talk. I'm like, who do I talk to? Where are the humans? But he made me comfortable. He sat on an angle that's not visible in the cameras here, and then he said like, we just need to talk the way we were talking as a table talk. And he's actually asking me questions in this whole thing, and obviously he's done a really good job with the editing, and that whole bit has gone. So it wasn't an idea to start with that I need to be anchoring it or leading it. And then even when the whole thing was recorded, I thought it's just going to come as a normal YouTube video, like what we do in today's day and age. A lot of people come with their podcast or whatnot. He took like another 5 months to actually make the whole script out of it, because it was totally unscripted, and he's filled his voice behind the scene. And when I saw it after 5 months, I was just amazed at what he has actually made out of a very raw recording. So I never had this idea that this is what it's going to be, and I never had an idea that I'm the one who's going to speak this. And whenever I see this, watch this, I myself get amazed that he could make me comfortable sitting there, and I'm now speaking that thing.
So in other words, the divine symphony.
Yes.
Symphony was constructed by the divine.
I fully agree. No question about it. Yes. And then I never even knew him before the movie, and I still don't know why did I have that table talk with him. Again, it was maybe I just met him first time, and then I ended up discussing this topic with him.